My name is Nweke Ijeoma and I'm a portrait photographer based in Abuja, Nigeria. So sometime in July, Tony contacted me to photograph her mommy for her 50th birthday. Usually when you reach out to us, we'll ask you to share those mood boards so that we can understand clearly how you want to be photographed. So she actually came with a mood board. Actually, Tony came very ready. She had everything, which made my life really easy because then I could understand how she wants someone to photograph. And then we went on to have like Zoom meeting. We deliberated on outfits, color, whether her mommy stays in Lagos, whether we're going to go to Lagos to have the shoot or whether she's going to come to Abuja, and we then finally zeroed in on she coming to Abuja. So that's how she met me. I asked her how she met me. She said she saw my profile on Instagram and immediately her spirit connected with my work, which is very interesting because it kind of released the pressure of having to think of, oh, does she like my work or does she not like my work? So that made me really happy. So when you watch the video, you will notice that the session didn't take place in our studio, and that's because during those periods we had like the national grid collapse, and so we had power issues in our studio. But that's a good thing because we had to go to photo industry. They have a very nice space. They have so many nice equipment, so many nice perks, and then the staff and everybody there are really nice. So we decided to have the shoot there, and that's where we had Mrs. Bunmi's 50th birthday shoot. Oh, beyond creating really beautiful images for our clients, it's very important to us that they have really good experience. We could have actually done the session in my studio because like you have inverters and all that, but I wanted a seamless experience. I wanted a nice ambience. I wanted constant power. I wanted the client to have the best experience, to know how just have something that would distract us. So it was really nice. We also because the people we had around us, everybody brought in their A game. You have the makeup artist, Jide, you have the hair person, everybody was just elated, happy, and it made the whole experience good. So having to leave our studio to go to photo industry was not a bad idea at all. Also because we had all the things that we could play with that we usually use in our studio. We had like new equipment, we had new props, so it was like, it felt like a kid. Oh, 10 over 10, I would recommend photo industry to you. Also, during the consultation process, Tony told me that we'll be having a 6 outfit look. I was more particular about her mommy surviving the shoot because 6 outfit shoot means that is a really long shooting day. And for the most part, most models don't have the patience to sit through all that. Also, keeping in mind my creative process, my way of shooting, I kind of take my time to build my work, build the images, the lighting, the poses, everything. So I was quite nervous about that part, but she assured me that her mom will maintain her energy throughout the shoot, and I kid you not, her energy from the beginning to 100 was 100. I think at the end of the shoot, I was more tired than she was. And so when she told me that it was a 6 outfit shoot, she promised me that her mommy would sustain the energy, and she did. And with regards to the individual outfit and then having to now plan for it, that's why we'll always make sure we have a consultation process, because then that's what we determine the backdrops that we're going to use, whether we're going to have sets, whether we're not going to have sets, the elements we're going to introduce into the shoot, and specifically tailored to suit each outfit. And so at the time of the consultation, me too, I was a bit overwhelmed, but on the shoot day, I was quite surprised how everything flowed. And so I was really happy. I was really happy we got to photograph all those outfits. Actually, when she booked me for this shoot, it was 5 outfits, and then 2 days to the shoot, she said, oh, my mommy has an extra outfit. I said, what do you mean? What do you mean that she has an extra outfit? I've already prepared myself mentally for 5 outfits, and you come and see. I was like, oh my God. So usually when clients reach out to us, we have some mood boards. Most of the times, usually images from Pinterest. You can recognize some photographers in there and their work if they're photographers that you know. This time around, I think about 60% of the images in Tony's mood boards were images from T.Y. Bello, whose work I really, really admire and appreciate. So I was very excited to, dabble and play with some of the characteristics of her work. You have her images, you have very soft lighting, you have, she plays a lot with fabrics and flow and all that. And so when I saw them, I was excited. However, I was also very particular about having my identity still reflecting in the images. So when you look at the pictures, you have it's some sort of a hybrid of elements from her work and my work as an artist. Because we had the shoot in September, but I actually got to edit these pictures first week in October because I have a huge emotional attachment to these pictures. So firstly, because she had to come from Lagos for this shoot, so that's also that's number one pressure. Secondly, because of the fact that we're trying to play within the elements we find in Tiwa pictures, and then me also having to infuse my identity inside. So that hybrid, that blend, having to play with another artist's work and still have my identity and the characteristics that will reflect, that was an extra pressure. Then thirdly, because the shoot itself was amazing, the experience was fantastic. So I needed that experience to reflect in the pictures when they receive it. So that was a lot of pressure. So it took me how many weeks to even settle down and think about how I want to edit this picture. However, when I finally got to it, it was actually, I enjoyed the post-processing from having to, make sure that the pictures that the client receives reflects who she is as a human being and who she is to her loved ones. I wanted her loved ones to see the pictures and be able to relate with not just looking at the fine picture, but I relate with the picture and they can be like, oh, this is mommy, or this is my auntie, or this is my friend, or this is this and this is that. And so the post-processing was really seamless, actually. I think I got most of the pressure was before having to actually sit down and sort through the pictures, do the color grading and edit them. But when I finally got to it, it was quite interesting. I myself was inspired as an artist. And the also thing, I had a very tough time on the 6th outfit because we planned for the 5 outfits. Well, the studio space we booked catered, the hours we booked for was catered for 5 outfits. And so by the 6th outfit, we were running out of time. I was nervous. I don't function well under pressure. Everybody that knows me know that. And so for that 6th outfit, it was crazy. Both the light and the funny thing about that 6th outfit is that she had a specific lighting that she wanted for that shoot. And so me having to figure that out and racing against the clock, it was tough. But well, thank God, we made it through. We made it through, as you can see in the pictures.